Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Fallout Shelter. How you doing out there? Good evening. It's a weird weekend here in southwestern Pennsylvania because it was 70 degrees last week, and then it was 20 degrees. And it's taken its toll on me. All of us have been sick with, what happens when Elsa's off her meds and she can't let it go. All right, but we can go out into the wasteland and do our case of the missing Mitt and our other quests. What do we got going on here? We got the game show Gauntlet, which I may or may not record or not pay attention to because it's probably going to be a repeat because they have an inning new out there. We got the last inning or not, dun dun dun, of the search for Jobinson's jersey. Still got 6 more after that, or 5 more after that, so it sure is not the last inning. Because, 9th inning, you get it. Okay, anyways, and the case of the missing Mitt, which is the detective case files. Nick Valentine, you see here, you jerky, let's go out there. So let's go out there and do our quests and get them done, because I don't know how long my voice is going to last for this. So let's go out and do the case of the missing Mitt. All right. Recover the catcher's mitt. All righty. Here we go. It's not a very big, maybe a little bit one. So let's see what we got in the first room, and then we will continue our conversation after, once we get to a point where we, no, yes, no. Oh, you must be Nick's pals. Took you long enough. Here, you here? Help me recover my great pappy's Mitt. The culprit's hiding out in this place as we speak. Whippersnappers know my Mitt. How about you go rough him up and get it back for me, huh? What if I just talk to him instead? Ask for the Mitt back? Rough them up? Sounds like fun. How do you know it was this whippersnapper? What's so special about this Mitt? It's mine. It's what's special. I don't have thugs stealing from me. How about you hop to it, huh? Okay, fine. Clarence. All right. What else we got going on here? Got to recover the catcher's mitt and confront the thief. Okay, well, we'll go do that. All right. So, here, like I said, it's March, and I am, of course, still on that quest to get 500 subscribers by the end of the year. We're moving ever so slightly up. But I just realized that what this whole means, what is this whole journey, about? I don't know that I've ever really had the discussion with you. Maybe I have, and I apologize for rehashing old information. But have we ever talked about where all of this came from, the Angry Cast? I'm sure it's been sitting in the back of your head. Where did you start that huge meteoric rise to mediocrity? How did you get to be so banal and dumb? It really takes a hell of a lot of work with no discernible talent and no profit and hemorrhaging costs left and right. That's what it takes to get where I'm at today. No, seriously, Mongo Angry Mongo Smash was a sort of a side joke back in 2006. I was working in a job, and I was, knowledge specialist or, knowledge whatever for a company, and we worked with a guy who just was like this very, he was very A-type, military. Just had a very, I'm not saying anything bad about the military. I'm just saying that, he was a very, grunt kind of guy. And he had, had a son who was in 4th grade at the time. And he, I could hear him just fight on the phone with this kid at home. It was sort of a troubled, childhood. Whoa, did Clarence send you? Look, I don't have his mitt. I mean, I did, but it's gone now. It was stolen while I was sleeping. You want it back? You're going to have to go find it yourself. Any idea who might have taken it? Clarence, just to rough you up, you want to give me a reason not to? Why steal his mitt? Why steal his mitt? Honestly, guy rubbed me the wrong way. I wanted to wipe that droopy grin off his face. Well, his skin is falling off. Okay, so we confronted the thief. Now we got to go find the damn mitt. But we got a nuclear quantum. That's good. So this guy was talking on the phone to his son about, stuff, and he's like, he just hear him fighting with him over the phone, and he'd hang up the phone, and he'd go, "Oh, why is 4th grade math so hard?" And we're just kind of like, what? Okay, so I called him. I said, why is 4th grade math so hard? Why does Mongo hate? Mongo smash. Mongo angry. Mongo smash. That sort of just became, it seemed like a pop culture thing that you would have heard. Mongo angry, Mongo smash. It was sort of based off of Solomon Grundy. Wait, did we get the mitt? I guess we got the mitt. But it was sort of a, like the DC Comics character, he's, born on a Monday, turned on a Tuesday, whatever. That's the case of Solomon Grundy. That whole poem. And I, thought it would be great to have like this little company based off that character of Mongo. And it just didn't go anywhere. But I didn't know how, we didn't have any ideas. We didn't have any talent. We didn't have any skills. We didn't know how we were going to actually make a company work with this mascot of Mongo. And I said, there's no way I'm going to pay money every year for a website that we don't have anything to sell on. So I looked into maybe, selling things through a, apparel store to sort of like say if I could sell the stuff, maybe offset the cost of the merchandise. Well, if I don't have anything to sell, or if I don't have a website to pimp, how is anybody going to want to buy the merchandise for something they don't know anything about? So, you sort of see here my business plan was shot to hell. But at the time, I was getting a little bit frustrated with everything in the world of entertainment. I was born and raised with movies. I was an actor. I went to college and had a theater degree, and I just couldn't really stomach the fact that everything was either remade, adapted, rebooted, a sequel. It was just getting on my nerves. And I just started to lash out to nobody over an email that I was never going to send anybody. I just wanted to type all my thoughts down. And I thought, wait a minute. People talk about blogging. They talk about having a blog and getting a lot of views and making money that way. And I thought, what if I just did that? What if I channeled all my anger into this blog, and then people would read it, and then I could somehow, make money off of that, and then I could fund the website, and we could do all that. Well, that never happened. But then I thought, if I can't make any money off the blog, because nobody ever tells you how to make money off a blog. They just say that you can do it. Oh, write up a blog, question mark, profit. Nobody ever says the exact things that you need to do. And it's all about SEO and search engine optimization and pointed people and clicks and buy and advertising space and all that other stuff. Here's the thing. Either everybody's using an ad blocker or they're not clicking on ads. Nobody clicks on ads. So I thought maybe I could get some kind of following with my stories and my pop culture, rantings and ravings about things to, translate into people buying shirts with my, the logo on it. But that never happened. And I'll continue the next part of that story in the next quest. All right, coming on back, we got the legendary weapon recipe, a theme recipe fragment, an enhanced shotgun, and a nuka called quantum. All right. All right, and they're coming on back, and they got that Mitt, although I don't know, well, we have the Mitt now. We didn't turn it back over to Clarence. Clarence going to be really pissed at us. But we're going to let them run back in because I got plenty of time to let them just wander in, and we will take care of them next when they get back. But for now, let's go take on the next quest, which is last inning or not, for the search for Jobinson's jersey. Search for Rocky Jobinson's baseball jersey. We keep searching. We never find anything. That's the problem here. All right. Oh, it's a vault. Not a very big vault, but we'll go in there and look around. Oh, boy. And they come up out of the floors. Yay. So I had this blog, and I wanted to sell these shirts, but nothing was ever working. Then I thought, wait a second. I wish I could draw. I wish I could put the things in my head, instead of into a blog, maybe onto a shirt. Maybe that's the way to do it. And I had seen a magazine article of a T-shirt, like pop culture T-shirt was a joke about Jaws. It was somebody on a raft and says, come visit Amity, blah blah blah. It's funny because if they're in the water, they're gonna die. I get it. And I thought, wait a second. Why don't I do that? Why don't I parody or spoof or make an homage to movies? Darn it, the jersey's not here. The search continues. That was not Randy that said that. Yes, it was Randy that said that. Oh, I'm sorry, Randy. I totally made you sound like an idiot. So I started selling shirts. And I said, if I can make this work for, because it cost money to do it at the time, because Cafe Press, if you wanted to have a really, really good marketable site, you had to pay $60 a year. If you do the free site, nobody's ever going to find your stuff. You have to, that's more for if you can point people to a shop, not have people just find your stuff randomly searching. So I paid I did a trial, 15-day trial, and if I figured if I could make any money off selling shirts in those 15 days, it was enough to cover the cost for the year of a shop, I would do it. Otherwise, I'd just scrap it, shut it all down, and go back to doing what I was doing and figure out something else. Well, within those 2 weeks, I sold enough to run the shop for the entire year, and I never looked back. And granted, Cafe Press has had its share of problems. Oh, there's a box of stale sugar bombs, but no jersey. Aren't they all going to be stale? Aren't they all going to be stale? So I've gone from there, and I've got 4 or 5 shops: TeePublic, Redbubble, which I advertise on the channel, Zazzle, and Cafe Press. Everything from shirts to mugs to mouse pads to stickers to travel mugs to shot glasses to flasks to anything that you can think of. Pens, all that stuff with different things, mostly pop culture related, some geeky, nerdy, whatever, computer stuff related. But for the most part, it's all just funny and not real serious. But it is enough to be successful with. I mean, I consider it to be successful because I'm always turning a profit. I haven't been in the hole yet. If you took all of that money out of my shirts and put it onto the table versus what I put into it, it's a profit, and that's great. So I not being content, and of course after a while, I thought that the shirt business was going to be recession proof because for a good 3 to 4 years I did really well, even though we were struggling through in the economy after the bubble crashed in 2008. But eventually it came up, caught up to us, and I had to think of something else because I wasn't going to be able to make that last. So I thought that this would be a great thing because, I loved watching other people play video games on YouTube. I thought it'd be a great idea. So I got some, spent some money on a recording software. I got a new laptop. I did all that. And I just really haven't done anything great with it. I mean, I every day I look at, the tens of views that I get on my videos and I think, what the hell am I doing? Why am I bothering? But I have fun. Bailey and I get a lot of fun. It's a bonding experience for us. And I figure, hey, if we're going to bond over video games and we might as well get content out of it because the girl is hilarious and the shit that she says on our videos is enough for me to just want to keep doing it. But also, I feel like I owe you something for sticking through this long with the channel on Fallout Shelter because it has been one of my most successful series. We're closing in on 100 episodes. Never thought I would get 100 episodes because after a while it wasn't just getting anywhere, but then they added in all these new things and it's been great. So I have to thank you for sticking by me. For those of you who have come on lately, and keep bringing more people on. Let's keep the ball rolling because I got a goal that I want to reach. And then we'll set another goal after that. So, this is the whole idea was to sort of see if I could do it, see if I could turn a profit. And I am this close to actually making some money off this channel. Not enough to actually put me in the black, but it's, I at least can say it can be done. I just have to be better at doing it. And, this all stems from that conversation we had last week about minimalism and design and doing all that stuff. And Well, some nosy looky-loos come looking for Coach. Sorry, Scrubs, but our big bad boss ain't here. He decided to test his mettle at the old office building. There's a death claw there, and Coach needed some batting practice. Batting practice against a death claw? So Coach is evil and a complete idiot? I like that idea. Thanks for the info. I suppose we should kill each other now. I swear if that death claw rips Jobinson's jersey, I'm going to be so mad. That's crazy. Coach is as good as dead. Let me go and I can help him. I really want to say dumbass, but I'll say that's crazy. Coach is as good as dead. Let's help him. You think I'd fall for that Vault-Tec lies? Never. Oh, great. They're like, those people. So, yeah, I mean, it's been, oh, my gosh, 2013. It's now 2017. It's been almost, actually, yeah, it's 4 years this month. And I have yet to earn a dime. I've spent enough money on storage, hard drives and the games, all the games. I mean, I guess, I get to write those off as taxes, because that's supplies. But I still got to spend the money on them. I mean, I got to do that. But, I wanted to see if I could do it because then I could say, hey, there's more money in showing people how to make money off of things than there's actually just doing it for the money. Because that's how those things work. All those big scam artists are like, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to give you all this. I'm going to tell you how to do it. And that's how they make the money. They sell people on the idea that they can be rich, not actually, show them how to be rich. Because nobody wants to, do that. They want to just, just give me instructions. I'll figure it out. Or skip those instructions. You never know. All right. We got all the stuff. Give me all that stuff and stuff. We got the stuff. Yeah, we got it. Well, did we get all of them? Yeah, okay. Alrighty. Jacob, Randy, And Matthew, good job. Come on back. We'll do it all again. And we got a trifold flag, a Yao Guy hide, and Giddy Up Buttercup, and 2 new color quantums. All right. All right, come on back, boys. We're going to go do the last quest, which is the game show Gauntlet. It's, of course, going to be a repeat because we haven't had a new one forever. But we'll still do it, and we'll talk. Answer all the questions. It's been a long time since we did a game show Gauntlet on camera. But, you know, that's what we've done. So that's the thing I kind of want to stress to you as a viewer. Welcome to Lose Your Head. Answer the questions correctly, and in caps, answer them wrong, and lose your head. Oh boy, it's a... So yeah, I want to impress upon you the idea that if you ever wanted to have a game, a YouTube channel, that maybe the first thing you shouldn't do is a video game channel. I understand. Video games are a great way to pass the time. They're fun. It's a release, and you can make, and people like the video games, and it's a whole thing. The problem is that you are one voice in a sea of thousand, all yelling for help. You're on the Titanic, you're in the ocean crashed, they're coming around looking for survivors, everybody's yelling, help, 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 and there's no possible way they're ever going to see you when everybody looks the same. And that's been the problem, is that I got into this way too late. I didn't know any better. And now here I am, struggling to be relevant in a sea of irrelevancy with the likes of, the PewDiePies and the Yogscast and Rooster Teeth and, Sky and Pat and all those other ones. And, I mean, people I don't even know, Boogie2988, all these people, all the YouTubers out there that do video games and stuff like that. I am a nobody. And I've said it before, and we talk about it all the time. But the idea is that it's not impossible. We know it's not impossible because people do it. And I'm proving that at least it is possible to make some money, although not enough, off of doing what I do. And I do it because I have fun and I like to talk, and I can talk forever on end about nothing at all. That's who I am. But I also like to give advice. I also like to try to be the example of what not to do in life. And that's why I do what I do. I'm a dad. I've got dad jokes. I'm not the most hilarious person in the world. You're not watching the channel because I'm funny. You're not watching the channel because I'm good at video games. Whatever you're watching for, either because I'm giving you information in the games, or you just enjoy having a chat and you can put it on in the background and not care, I don't mind. I mean, yeah, sure, do I want direction on what kind of a channel I should be? Yeah, sure, but after 4 years, I don't think I'm going to get any better at what I'm doing. I can spend as much money as I want to on all the equipment in the world. If I had Sony Vegas, I can't click on that guy. If I had Sony Vegas or, Cut Pro or whatever those things are, the different programs are to edit videos and have cool graphics and laser beams and all kinds of stuff, it would be awesome. But I don't have that. My idea is always been, how do I do more with less? How do I show you that you don't have to have all those things and you can still figure it out? I spent only $60, and now I sound like an infomercial. I only spent $60 a year on a t-shirt shop, and I made almost $5,000 a year just piddling, farting around on a graphics program for half an hour, 2 hours a night, maybe 3 days a week. It's a side business, very little effort putting into it, and yet I could turn a profit. I was paying my mortgage, going on vacations, paying for Christmas, all that stuff. So yeah, that's what I do. I sort of am like, the hacker kind of idea. What is this? I'm trying to figure out ways to show people how to do things, get results without having to do all the other stupid stuff. And maybe that's not the way I should be doing it, because I've never really proven that I can do a lot of things the wrong way and still make money off of it. I mean, I could tell you the whole eBay story long, after we're done. But I think that if anything else, I can at least serve as an example of what not to do. And maybe you can figure it out. Maybe you can take from me maybe what I'm doing wrong and figure out a right way to do it. Maybe it's not about playing video games for you. Maybe it's about giving advice for other things. Maybe it's because, you have been through so much shit in your life in school that you can be advice for those who are lost out there in the world, who don't have somebody to lean on, who are ready to give up because they're different or they're not getting along with the people in school, or they're failing, or they're depressed or whatever else. Maybe that can be you. Maybe that's your special thing. Or maybe you can draw really well and you can show people how to draw stuff. Or maybe you can tell great stories or tell jokes or do makeup. A lot of people do makeup tips or fashion stuff on YouTube. Doesn't matter. But, be true to yourself. Don't pick something just because you think it's going to make money, because you're never going to be enjoying it. It's always going to seem like work, and you're never going to want to put the time in, and it's going to show in the results. You're not going to get the results you want. You got to do what you love. I mean, I remember one of the first videos I watched the first channels I really, really enjoyed was My Drunk Kitchen. And that was a joke. That was a Christmas card. Hannah Hart had a friend who lived in a different city and missed her, and she decided to send her a Christmas card of a video of her making grilled cheese sandwiches drunk off her ass in her kitchen. And it turned into a business for her. Cookbook. She sold a few books. I mean, not a few books. I mean, she's probably sold whatever, how many number of books. But I'm saying that different titles. She's done movies. She's been a very positive force for people, for the LGBTQ community. LGBT. Oh my God. LGBTQ community. All of that. She's been a great positive force for all that. She's done a lot of good. She did a tour around the country where they would go and they'd do meet and greets, and they would actually help feed the less fortunate. That's something to be proud of, and that's something that started from her doing something goofy on a video. You can do that. That can be you. Me, I'm 42 now. I'm too old for that shit. I got a kid to take care of. I got a mortgage. I got all that stuff. I can't go out. I would love, and I'm getting in, and we're going off on a tangent here, but I would love to have a chance. I would love to be sent across the country and make YouTube videos about me visiting places across the country, like checking out local foods. I would love to be on the Food Network. I'd love to do all that stuff, but I'm never going to have that because I just don't have the drive to do it. It takes too much ambition, and I don't have that anymore. I'm trying to figure out ways to just make shit work without having to do much. I'm lazy. And I know that's probably rubbing off on my kid too, but I will try my damnedest to teach her how to work hard and get what she wants. And also to try to understand that, yeah, you're a kid. You should be enjoying childhood. But remember, be aware of what this thing is that's called childhood. Be aware of the power that you have as a child, because you don't have the responsibilities. You can do so much if you just understood how the way of the world worked. And I think she sort of gets it. I think she's a little bit on it, further down the street than a lot of people her age are, because she's never had a real typical childhood. But that's just me. So that's it. I'm going to get out here because I'm getting all kind of weird and shit and tangenty and philosophical and zen, and it's getting crazy. And I'm not drunk enough to have this conversation. So there we go. Answer all the questions. We did all the questions. We got all that. We're going to come on back. We got chemistry flask. We got theme recipe fragment. We got a theme recipe fragment. We don't need those. But we got 5 new called quantums, and those we do need, and that's why we do the game show gauntlets. For any other reason, it's just a quest to keep questing on. I have no idea what that meant. They just drink my raspberry iced tea and keep moving. I'm starting to sound like Casey Kasem. I'm losing that. Like last year, I lost that voice last year, and I started having all those epic sick voices. Now I'm Casey Kasem. Go back to the countdown. Long distance requests and dedication. Dear Casey. Yeah, I don't have voices. That's the other thing. I didn't get picked for Mass Effect Andromeda. Boo-hoo. It's a walk-on role. Probably just pick somebody out of a hat. Probably, considering what the role probably was. Who knows? I'm bitter. A little bit. But that's it. Everybody's coming back in. We will get them back to our doorstep, and we will get them set out to the next set of quests. So we will see you in a bit. Okay, everybody is back from their trek. We got nothing to collect for anything special, so let's just bring them all in. Keep all their stuff, collect all their stuff, I'll sell it and get all the crap out of it. Because I just want to get done. Got a duplicate recipe.
Oh. And you're back. Come on in. Collect all your crap. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. 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 Come on. Come on. Oh my. Oh my. The duplication. The duplication. The duplication. All right. And you boys. Bring it all in. All right. So let's get everybody set up for the next set of quests, and we will end it there. So we got the Detective Case Files, number 3, the Case of the Quantum Creeper. Woohoo! It's a different game altogether. Let's bring back and get out Butch, Kevin, and Keith. Butch, Kevin, and Keith, go on. Have fun. Rock on. We will set up the next one, which is going to be the search for Jobinson's jersey. The search for Jobinson's jersey, number 10. So now Randy and the boys. Randy Campbell and the boys. Randy, Jacob, Matthew. Go have fun. And the last one before we get stuck with an attack. Might as well go do the game show Gauntlet, of course, because that is a lunchbox reward. Might as well. Again, even though we know it's going to be a repeat, we know that it's a good idea to go do those because sometimes you get some cool, awesome stuff. So why not? Alrighty. Oops. Boo-boo. Larry, Sean, and Ryan. Shouldn't need more than that. Should be good. Alrighty. We'll get them in place. We will do that next time. As always, if you got some dreams out there to chase on the YouTube side, chase them. Try and do what you can. We've talked about it, this whole episode. I don't hardly have any great advice for you other than that. As always, if you have questions about anything I do, especially in terms of editing, recording, mixing, doing anything like that, any questions you might have about things, tips, tricks, anything I can offer to you, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. Of course, I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Don't spam me with, hey, come check out my channel, and here I got free music and all that other stuff. Engage in a conversation. Engage in the conversation. Give it a little bit. It's not the first date, third or fourth date kind of relationship kind of thing before you, start throwing channel at me. Okay? Not that anybody's going to do that because I'm nobody. I'm just a guy with a vault that's being attacked by death claws. Well, as they come in for dinner, I'm going to go get my dinner heated up in the microwave over there, and hopefully the NSA, CIA, and FBI will be watching through my microwave because apparently that's how they surveil people. Have a good week. Hope stay safe out there. If you get caught in the blizzard, get your milk sandwich. Your milk sandwich, everybody. Bye-bye.